what's up, everybody? Good morning. Welcome to Trading Live with Bubba for Tuesday. And I don't know, it's kind of quiet. I think we're kind of all waiting for the Fed now. Certainly a potential trade coming here in gold, which we will look at right now. Our stop would be 42.50. 42.50. And it looks like we could get a trade here. We'll see how it plays out. Depend on the risk. That's always one thing we want to look at. I mean, it's kind of a pretty steep risk if you're interested in taking it. I am going to take it, and I'm going to take it now. 42.50 stop. Okay. 42.50. Okay. And if you took the trade, you should be out of one, and you could have your stop at break even. Okay, so the trade's over with a profit if you took it. If you didn't take it, no worries. Now we might have something coming in the Russell. Now it's pretty thin. This is one of the problems I have in these markets is the thin lack of trading overall. But certainly can look at it. I think that again, if you let them go out 3 standard deviations, you're pretty high probability that you can make some money off of it. So we'll see, and maybe we'll get another crack at gold here as it continues to go higher. So it's something that we just have to be ready for and watch. I think there's a pretty good shot at it. And if you have any questions, as always, you can ask me. I have no problem answering questions while we're here. But I think everybody's really kind of waiting for the Federal Reserve. I don't think we'll get too far one way or the other today, up or down. We are approaching and right near what I consider to be the top. Whether or not it will be or not, I don't have any idea. But certainly that's how I would look at it. And certainly we are now, once again, getting another potential crack at gold. The new stop would be 42.52. 42.52. And we're still making highs, so we'll wait for a minute. Let it keep going. As long as the 1 minute keeps going up, I'm not going to sell it until the 1 minute shows me it may want to go down, and this looks like it could be it. So I'm going to go ahead and take gold trade right here, 42.52 stop. And we'll see what happens here. But overall, it's like I said, pretty quiet. I'm not really excited about a lot of things here. I think that just have to be patient and wait. I think that's more important than anything else. I do like Netflix, as I'll show you in a minute, as a potential buy or a spread selling mechanism. But right now, we're just waiting to see what happens with this gold trade. And there's nothing really else for us to do at the moment. Okay. So we'll see what happens. Let's take a look and see what's going on in the world of other things to potentially do. Any spreads we do today, I will be putting on for this Friday. Apple, nothing to do either way. Amazon, nothing for us to do. Again, they're not extended in either direction, so what am I going to get involved for? That's the one thing I always look at and wanted to decide off of. Coin, again, in the middle of nowhere. No extension. The crowd, we put it on last week and made money on it. Nothing to do here. Ether, nothing to do here. Meta was a sale. I wouldn't sell it now. It was a sale, potential sale yesterday, or a selling of call spreads. Nothing to do now. Google, nothing. INOQ, getting close. We'll look at it later. Let's go back here for a minute. Looks like our gold trade is starting to get into the profit territory, and it is. Okay. Gold, you should have one contract off. You should have two contracts off. If you traded it, if you didn't trade it, it's okay too. But you should have one or two off, and your stop should not be at break even. It's a lockup winner. So we'll see. And let's see if anything else is going on here. Okay. That's pretty good. A pretty good way to start the day. About $100 winner on the micros if you're trading them. So let's go back here while we're waiting. Just to make sure I'm not going to miss something here. Okay. All right. So INOQ is getting close. I would wait for a little bit. IWM, nothing. MP, nothing. There's one, that was one we looked at last Thursday. Microsoft, nothing. MSTR, nothing. Netflix is the one I want to look at. Netflix, I personally put on a risk reversal. I did the I did the 96 call. I bought the 96 call. I sold the 96 put, and I bought the 91 put for protection below. I put that trade on for a 60-cent debit, and it's basically like buying the stock for December 12th, which is a week from Friday. Okay, we'll see what happens, but it is oversold. You could certainly just sell spreads here if you chose. That's another way to go about it. Certainly something you might want to look at. Let's just go back and see if anything's developing for us here. You should be out of your gold completely with a nice profit. And right now, nothing else for us to do. So we will continue to watch and manage and not get overly concerned. Let's go back and see if there's anything for us to do here. NNE, nothing for us to do. Nugget, nothing. NVIDIA, nothing. Palantir, nothing. QBTS, potential selling of call spreads, but not here. Qs, nothing, but that is our top, so we'll see if that holds. SMCI, nothing. SPY, nothing. So you can see the consistency. There's really nothing to do. There's basically one legitimate trade based on what we're talking about right now that we can make right now. And again, I did make it already, so that's up to you if you choose to make it. But other than that, there isn't much going on here. Potentially, Zoom was a potential sale earlier, but again, I'm not going to chase in here. I have no desire to chase into the market. I think that, again, with the news coming out tomorrow, you've got FOMC tomorrow. You've got a lot of Fed speak this week, plus the FOMC. You've got the jobs number next Tuesday, which is unusual, but on Tuesday. So I think that, again, I'm just going to sit back and, look for nothing but high probability. I don't have any desire. And that's where we're waiting for now, potentially on the short-term trades here. But I'm not going to load up a lot of positions because you don't know what the Fed's going to do. And, we assume they're going to cut rates, but we really don't know how the market's going to react. In the markets themselves, we are, in my opinion, near or at tops. And I don't see, again, we could break out to the upside. But there we are. That's where I marked. I think the top is here. And this is not new. I marked this last week. NASDAQ. So to me, I think the tops are in, but again, it doesn't mean I'm right. We'll see how it plays out. I'm not going to be anything too aggressive here. There'll be plenty of time to get short if that is the case. Okay, so we will sit back and wait for that. In the meantime, let's see if we get any trades developed here for our short term. Let's see here. Okay, let's see. Right now, we got nothing to do, and a nice thing that we're out of our gold. Maybe get another shot at it coming soon here. Okay, maybe another crack coming in gold. Again, we'll see. We will see. Okay. But right now, I got nothing. Got to be patient and wait for it. And we really didn't get the volume we'd like to see. So again, it's really just a matter of sitting and waiting patiently. We've already gone through our equities, which was not a lot to do. So we just kind of got to sit here and wait. That's always the unfortunate part, but that's trading. You got to learn how to be patient and not force yourself in to a market. I think that hurts more people than anything else when you start to force yourselves in. So we'll sit back and watch. But I don't see a ton to do. There's not a ton of overextension. So once again, it just becomes a matter of waiting. So it's a waiting game, among other things. So we do have one winner in the books and closed. So that's a good thing. Picked up $100. And I did give you one trade in Netflix. But overall, right now, I got nothing to do. I'm not chasing into this. I'm not going to get involved. Volume is extremely light. Takes away the light volume, takes away our advantage, takes away the panic, takes away the emotion. So we'll sit back and wait and see, and I will keep you posted if anything else shows up for us as you're watching with me. And again, if you have any questions, always feel free to ask. I'm more than happy to answer anything you want to know. So type in the chat and it'll pop up on my screen and I'll answer you. But overall, Again, a lot of news coming out, very little action in the market, which kind of sucks. Makes it kind of shitty. So we just have to be patient and wait. But overall, again, maybe we'll get another shot at gold. I don't know. Other than that, there doesn't look anything that's, maybe the Russell. I don't know. Maybe the S&P. Hold on, I got an error I got to deal with. Hold on a second. Okay, right now we're not getting anything that triggers, so we're going to just sit back here and be patient. I know it sucks. I know that's not why you're here, but nothing I can do about that. S&P is something that you could look at right here if you wanted. Let's go to the short term. Check it out. Okay. And I'll let it see if it triggers. And right now we have nothing. I'm gonna wait. Okay. You can take the S&P here if you want. Stop at 68.78 and a quarter. 68.78 and a quarter. And that's all we're waiting for right now. Open trade there. Let's see if anything else develops. Trade is about break even. Now, if you're comfortable dealing with it, if we're going, because I don't know if it's going to complete while we're together. Now, otherwise, you can just close it here and take a small profit. That's up to you. Obviously, I'm going to hold it myself. But again, if you're not comfortable with the method I'm using, okay, well, not much happening. I did give you a Netflix trade. We had one winner. We have one open trade if you're trading with me. And remember, I do the market 120 every day, give you an idea, and I'll see you back here on Thursday. Have a great day. Be careful of the Fed tomorrow, and we'll see you on Thursday.
You know how the financial world goes. Here comes the buzzkill. Please make sure to take some time to read this boring disclaimer. We will owe you one.